I'm Bob Howell, pastor of Jeffersontown United Methodist Church in Louisville, Kentucky. Of course, most of you know that, and that's why you're watching this update right now. This is the third opportunity I've had to come in an informal type of manner and just talk with you, kind of catching up on some things about the church. We've enjoyed doing the worship videos, and I think that you have, by the response we've received, been encouraged yourselves and able to worship at home with familiar faces with our music and message each week. Right now, I wanted to share with you a little bit about what's happening, because as we're hearing more and more, things are starting to evolve in the community now, where we see other businesses are going to be opening. And these are going to start in little steps. They already started in the medical field with the auxiliary type of medical professions, the optometrists and dentists and things working now. And when will the church open again for worship is a question on everyone's mind. We're not going to delve into the political issue of it, but what we do want to say is we want to be cautious in when we determine it's time to open the church again. Now, don't misunderstand. I wish we could open yesterday, but we're not going to risk lives. We're not going to put people in peril just in order to hurry back. We want it to be a safe experience for as many as possible. And we know when we do start back, there will be some who still cannot come and should not come because of their pre-existing health conditions. We're going to do new things, and we're going to continue to work to be a church that can deal with the reality around us. This week, we received an email from the bishop of the church for our conference, Bishop Fairley. And Bishop Fairley has some words of encouragement and how much he misses the fellowship as well with the clergy, with all of us. But here in the letter that he writes, I'm going to just share with you two passages. He talks a lot about the concerns that are still there, and he writes, "Therefore, I feel it necessary that we continue practicing social distancing by not having large gatherings, which includes in-person worship. We know that the day is fast approaching when we will be able to once again gather in our places of worship to glorify and praise and honor Christ person to person. What a day of rejoicing that will be. The day is coming when we will be able to give you a more definitive date for reopening for in-person worship. A day where we are not reacting minute by minute or day by day to this pandemic. In the assurance that the day is coming, we have put together a task force that will share with you in the days ahead what our new normal might look like. This task force will consider practical steps, processes, and/or procedures that will be most helpful, safe, and wise as we prepare to reopen our sanctuaries for public worship. Indeed, we are endeavoring to get back to worship together. Obviously, until there's a vaccine, there's going to be a sense of uneasiness. We will be open. It might be a month from now, maybe a little quicker than I thought initially. I'll be honest, I was thinking initially somewhere in June or July, maybe the end of May, they'll allow us to open. I would hope not before that, just for the safety's sake of so many. So we are missing each other, and I thought one way again that we could just have a moment of reflecting about how important our church family is to us is to look at this short video that Shannon and Chip Bland have put together for us. This is a video with Shannon singing, and Chip is showing, as he loves to do, all the pictures that he takes throughout the church seasons all the different events and activities and worship services. And he's thrown together a number of faces that we just need to see each other. Now, a couple weeks ago, we took photos and sent them in, and I showed you a few. In this case, we're going to pause just for a minute and watch this video. And I know that you'll be encouraged by it.
Blessed be the tie that binds our hearts in Christian love, the fellowship of kindred minds is like to that above. Before our Father's throne, we pour our ardent prayers. Our fears, our hopes, our aims, our wants, our comforts, and our cares. We share each other's woes, our mutual burdens bear, and often for each other flows the sympathizing tear. When we asunder part, it gives us inward pain, but we shall still be joined in heart and hope to meet again.
I knew you'd be encouraged by the opportunity to see so many faces. I wish we had the opportunity to show everyone's face. I look forward to the opportunity, as I've said, when we'll see each other face to face. We are continuing ministries here at the church, and we mentioned that last week in the update, some of the many ministries that we're able to do even when we can't gather together. One of the things that we're still working on right now are the masks, especially because we're going to be in now 2 weeks expected to have masks for everyone to go out to places of business, stores, Walmart, hardware stores, wherever you might have to go, wherever you are. Now, most of the people who drop into church, 1 or 2 at a time, through the course of a week, maybe to drop off their offering for Sunday or whatever reason. Most are wearing masks already. We would encourage that. Some of our ladies are still making masks. And if you are going to need one, let us know. Certainly, we are a little bit limited on how many we have. We don't have 1 or 2 for everyone in the church, but we do have some. And we want you to have all the protection that you need. So if you don't have a mask, you don't have a way of getting a mask or making a mask, contact Teresa at the church office, and we'll make sure that we can do our best to get you a mask as soon as we can. It's difficult to do them for extended families, but we are working on even that in occasions that have come up. So please help us. Let us know if you need a mask. The newsletter is coming out this week as well. You will be getting it probably the day after or 2 this video is made. We're hoping to get it out to you and take the time, whether you get it online or whether we mail you a hard copy, take the time to look at all the things that are in there. One of the unique new things, we're talking about our video worship services. Now, not our updates that I'm doing now, but in our video worship services, we've created a trivia game for you. And you could win a gift card to a store or restaurant of your choice. If you're the first person to answer one trivia question from each of the first 6 videos that we've made for worship, and then a bonus question that we put in that covers all 6. It'd be a fun way just to spend a moment when you have nothing to do, you've done your walk outside and you've taken care of chores for the umpteenth time. There's only so clean that you can get a dish, but right now we're looking for a few things. Go back online. Get into YouTube and look up our videos again, or go to our church website. And from there, go ahead and hit one of the links to take you through the videos and then skim through and find the answer to our questions. Everyone who is able to complete this will put their name in next month's newsletter. Just a fun thing to do right now. Also get you a chance to relook at some of the videos that we've taken. They're still there for you to watch anytime you need, especially the special music that was provided that week. We've had some excellent music. Michael and our musicians have planned things well, and I hope it has impacted you. Now, one of the faces that is so important in our church, of course, is Ed Walton. And Ed's been faithful in our church and has his family recently come back to us. And Ed is celebrating this Sunday his 80th birthday. And here's a picture of Ed that you're seeing on the screen with me now. He's at home watching a Sunday worship service in his comfortable recliner, which I don't know how we're going to get in here into the sanctuary, but we'll try for all of your recliners that you're watching worship now in. But we're going to allow each of you the opportunity to, if you can, say happy birthday to Ed on Sunday. Ed, happy 80th birthday. God bless you. You really are a blessing to us and your family. I also want to mention as we come to a close that there are still quarters here on the rails around me. We were doing the Lenten quarter drive that we would have normally have ended and started into using these at the laundromats already, but we're going to keep this kind of going. A few people brought them in when they've come in with checks or other things that have caused them to come by. We're going to continue this until we meet again. And then when we gather together again in person, we'll bless this offering and start to use it in the ministry at the laundromat. But I wanted to end this with a clip, comes from a couple weeks ago. In this one, Darla Hill is providing a video of her beautiful little girl, Sophie. And you know what a blessing Sophie is to us. And so Sophie is just hearing that there are things out in the yard. She has been, quote, egged on Easter. Kara and Aaliyah went out and saw that our children's ministries, all the families, got eggs out in the yard and a little goodie bag. And at first she's going to go look at her goodie bag, and then she's going to go out into the yard and find her eggs. I just want to leave you with that and remind you that God is good, even when the times aren't. God bless you.
Okay, so Sophie, here. Down. Here, look at that. Look at all that on the. Look at all that. Did that Easter bunny come?
I'm sorry, Goose, I didn't mean to scare you.
Dad.
Did the Easter bunny come?
Dad, I got presents. Bobby.
Yeah.
I got presents. Daddy.
You know who did it?
Come here. Look out in the yard, church. Look. Go out in the yard.
Look out here, Goosey. Out here, look right here, Goose, in the yard. Down there.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. Easter eggs. Oh boy.
people.
Oh boy.
We're sizing it.
Oh boy, Goose, you don't have a basket to put them in.
She was almost asleep on the floor when when Kara pulled in.
This one's no half one. This is no half right.
And I thought I have